me share this. I'm gonna share this with you guys. This is from Sister Ivy and Anita. And I'm gonna share this with you guys real quick. All right. I mean, just watch. Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
White women are now appropriating and claiming hair textures of black women, claiming that they have fussy hair. We are also looking at white women, again, they're everywhere doing all sorts of things. Busy bees, I tell you, they don't get tired. So African spirituality is now a trend for them and they just can't get their hands off of it. Let's get into it.
Should you move to the UK? No. Should you move to Ireland? Yes, absolutely.
I have so many questions, but first of all, are those not chicken bones? These bones. These are bones from like drumsticks, right? Oh my god, my stomach. Or maybe turkey bones, because these bones are big. Or vultures. What bones are these? Where did you get them from, ma'am? Amazon, do they sell bones?
Amazon!
Like, imagine culture vultures using vulture bones.
Have you met your soulmate? Yes, you have. I'm seeing the letter either N or possibly M, if that means anything to you.
Wait. What did I miss? Like, you literally cannot even blink, because before you open your eyes, these people are doing something. You're like, when did this happen? I beg you. Is this not the same practice that these people told us was demonic? Is it not it that is this? Abi, what am I seeing? What am I looking at, really? Like, these people literally copy everything. They tell you that everything about you is bad, and then you turn around and you see that that's exactly what they are doing now. They've done it with hair, they do it with skin, they do it with every single freaking thing. Like, the hell? After convincing Africans that this is bad, and now they are doing it. Oh, now it's no longer demonic because it's white people that's doing it. You know, this trend, it has tired me. I'm like so freaking tired of this trend where if we are doing it, there is a problem. But then when they do it, when they pick it up, when they appropriate, when they steal, it's okay. It's not demonic anymore. It's not backward or uncivilized or dirty or whatever nasty names that they used to describe us when we were doing it and our practices. Now it's okay. But who's sending messages through the bones though? What ancestors are sending messages through these bones? I mean, where are the bones from? But what ancestors know how to send messages? Your ancestors have no connection to these practices. So who is sending the messages and giving the answers for you to read through the bones? Who? You literally have no connection to this practice. Literally no connection to this practice. Like, what is this? So white people are out here calling on their ancestors. Which one? From which time exactly? Which ancestors? The fact that these people believe that their ancestors are in heaven. First of all, let's talk about that. They even call them beloved ancestors. Your ancestors are not beloved. This comment says they will copy anything. They don't even acknowledge extended family, but now calling ancestors. Shake my head, I swear. This white lady told me about how the drum class she had was about her ancestors, etc. And they were African drums. Dead. What I want to know is, what could they possibly want to discuss with their ancestors? What could they possibly want to talk to the ancestors for? They want tips on how to do more terrible things, or they want to ask their ancestors to save them a seat in hell. What exactly? These people turn everything into a trend, and I cannot say I'm surprised that they are doing this with spirituality, and they just look stupid doing it.
I have 4C hair. My father was North African. My mom is whiter than Casper. Lady, don't ever in your white life disrespect us like that again. Just stop it. They colonizing everything. First it was twerking, it was box braids, it's rap music, it's a reggae song. Now they colonizing hair textures.
White women can't have 4C hair.
If we are not careful and deliberate and put our legs firmly on the ground, especially us here on the continent who are still living in this bubble, not understanding how the world works, a day is going to come we are not going to own anything that was once ours, not what's left of it at this point. Absolutely nothing will belong to us. Because if right underneath our noses, with our memories still sharp, with us still remembering history, these people are laying claims to things that don't belong to them, to things that they demonized, and acting like they didn't do any of these things. If these people are inserting themselves in spaces right before our noses, right now, if we are not careful in pushing these people out, if we are not deliberate about saying no, a time would come, nothing would belong to us, and that is scary. The crazy thing is, we already know what these people have done and how they've claimed things that did not belong to them until today they did not return it. And we still continue to be kumbayaing here. I'm like, what are we doing? What exactly are we freaking doing? Africans, protecting what is ours is not a bad thing. Making sure your doors are locked is a good thing. It's about time we start listening to African Americans. They've been telling us forever. It's about time we start listening. They've been doing this forever, and unfortunately it's not going to stop here. It's not just going to stop at them appropriating hair and them taking on spirituality, African spirituality. We have to protect ourselves, build our fences high. That's not a bad thing to do for our protection, for our survival, for our continuous existence. This is a necessity, and I hope we one day see it. Culture is meant to be shared. Culture is meant to be shared. This is not sharing of culture. This started originally as the annihilation of our culture. And after they had annihilated a good chunk of it, they are coming back to take over what's left. We don't have the time. You see the time on the screen? It's a sign. There is no time, and we are wasting the one we have. To my African American brothers and sisters, you guys have been staying on their necks, and you guys have been doing it gracefully, and I want to say good job. Like, good job. It's so sad we didn't start listening to you guys on time, but we'll keep up now.
My hair is strong enough to break a comb. Have you ever broken a comb? Have you ever broken a brush? Black women have. I cannot tell y'all how many times a day I get comments like this about my type 4 hair, but the same brittle bandits that's talking about my hair being bad hair, or women with type 4 hair having bad hair, have 3 strands of hair in their head. You wet their hair and it disappears. And they always use these same talking points about our hair being couch stuffers, or how they used our hair to scrub pots and clean kitchens. Okay, you're not doing nothing but proving that our hair has been better than yours. Your hair is thin, brittle, and useless. We have hair, you have fur. Until your hair rises towards the sun, and until your hair is strong enough to break a comb, there isn't a damn thing you can tell me about the beautiful coils that grow out my scalp.
Brothers and sisters of Celestial Energy, Brother Wisdom. I did this here in recognition, and that is Sister Ivy Alicia. I think I'm going to post her. I'm going to post her information in the information box when I post this video here. Brother Bobby Hemmett was talking about this, you know, and this is in relation to Brother Bobby Hemmett talking about how we must get our planet back. And this is something that this sister, she lives over in Africa, and she did thank us for us being strong and us telling them, you know, that they need to get away from these beings, because, you know, and she's like, okay, I understand now. We understand now. So you know, one thing we can say, brothers and sisters, is that we have been consistent. Many of us, the majority of us, have been consistent in our ways of doing things. Okay, and this is a wonderful thing. Keep being consistent. Just like she said, they want to replace us. All right? And you got to understand what's happening here. They know that their time is coming to an end. All right? That's number one. They know that their time is coming to an end. And they are literally running scared, but at the same time, they want us to accept them. Okay, they want us to accept them as one of us, with the hopes that when that time comes, the energy that we could place energy within their bodies to stop what's going to take place. Like Brother Bobby said, he said, you know, the Brotherhood told us that we're supposed to be getting our planet back. Brotherhood, when you're talking about the Brotherhood, you're talking about the Galactic Council, you're talking about the Supreme Cosmic Councils. That's the Brotherhood. And yes, they did say we're supposed to get our planet back. These inorganic beings are pretty much at this point where right now where they don't want to relinquish the planet, but you know, the problem is they don't own anything, so they're trying every distraction they can possibly try. They're using our own, they're using clones, they're using agents, they're using everything that they could possibly try in their arsenal. And just like we talked about, we were talking about earlier, the reparations, you know. The reparations, give them a bunch of money, because that's all these black folk want to do anyway, is spend and buy stuff. We give them a bunch of money, and you know, they're going to give it right back to us. They're not going to buy any land. They're not going to do anything. Only thing they're going to do is buy some shoes and clothes and TVs, you know, and they're gonna just give this money right back to us. That's all we want. That's all we want. But the thing about it is, this is our planet. And just like the sister said, she says, you know, this getting to the point where they are trying to get everything that we own. So you got to understand, brothers and sisters, that there is no pieces of paper we can write and sign. There's no petitions to write and all this. We have to build our powers. We have to build our strength. We have to literally create the system that will destroy them completely and wholly. You understand that? That is the only way. You know, these white women want to replace our black women. I'm so serious. Just like when you saw that video I showed you, that Rashad Jamal did, and you saw the brother standing, they want to replace our women. They want to be the black woman. They want to be the black queen. That's what they want to be. They want to be that queen. They want to be that woman. They want to be the one to stand beside our men and say, I'm his strength and backbone. Without me, he's nothing. Just like our women say, my wife is a strong wife. Okay, brothers and sisters, my wife is extremely strong. She's a strong wife. Believe me, I love my queen. I love my queen. I love my queen. And I can truly say that she is my backbone. She's my strength. But you can't say that about someone who has no soul. That's number one. You can't say that about anyone who has no soul. That's number one. So, just like they're on that video, they're trying to do the bones and say they talking to their ancestors. What ancestors? Our ancestors go back trillions and trillions and trillions of years, and these were customs that we had because our ancestors linked into their ancestors, and their ancestors linked into. We go back. All right, what did it say? Our planet is 968 nanillion years. But so in calendar years, so if our planet is 968 nanillion years, we got so many fucking ancestors we can't even count them. So we don't know which ancestor we be talking to. They go all the way back. Old. It's beyond ancient. It's old. So you gotta understand that this is our planet. And by every means, not by any means, by every means necessary, by every means, we must come together, brothers and sisters, and take our planet back. No, we're not teaming up with no inorganic beings talking about take down some reptilians. Like that guy, that clone, that agent, Rashad Jamal, he's a clone, all right? Just let you know he's a clone, straight up. He's a clone, he's an agent, he's a clone of somebody else, all right? Believe me, he's an agent, he's a clone. And we can team up together to fight against reptilians. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. You can't fight against no reptilian with no guns and bullets. All right? They will eat your ass up. You go out there with some guns and bullets, they will eat your ass up. I am so serious. They will eat your ass up. You go out there with some guns and bullets. You talking about draconians and reptilians? You talking about these beings? You talking about these are mean motherfuckers. All right? I know about them. The only way to defeat these motherfuckers is straight up dark energy. That's the way you beat them. And it's orgone energy, it's crystal energy. Crystal energy mixed with the orgone energy. That's how you fight against them. You have to use dark energy forces. And that's the only way we get our planet back. Like Brother Bobby say, once you change the atmosphere. How do you change the atmosphere? Which means you got to build the structures to create the atmosphere. All right? They created the atmosphere that they want. We're going to create the atmosphere that we need. Okay? That's why we are in the state of building and creating, opening up gateways within us, opening up gateways that's going to release so much power and energy that's going to open up, just like we talked about the dark energy beings who are ready to be released. These gateways release and opens so many other doors. So we cannot allow these beings to come in and want to replace us. I was just watching the crunking, and just like the brother over in California, he started the crunk. All of a sudden, you got them crunking over in Japan. They crunking in China. They crunking over. They got all these white folks crunking now. They popping and crunking, and I'm like, wow, they really want to take over everything that we do. They want to take over. They want to take it. They want to own it. They want to keep it. They even with our land. Chickasaw Rising was talking about that. She was talking about how they are allowing these, because they're doing away with Title 72. So they were allowing these what they call immigrants to come in. And they're giving them land, just like what Martin Luther King was talking about. Martin Luther King, before they killed his ass, he had woke up. Yes, Michael King woke up before they killed his ass. And he said, this land is ours. And he said, we are the Indians on this land. And he said, they gave our land to peasants. And he said, they had no money. He said, these peasants had no money. And he says, they gave them grants. And they gave them seeds to grow on the. He broke it all down. So brothers and sisters, It's time that we awaken from this goddamn sleep. The only way you're going to defeat your enemies, the only way you're going to take back your planet, is you have to build the atmosphere that you desire. That's number one. You must build the atmosphere that you desire, because if you don't build this atmosphere, you're not going to have what you need. Just like that last video and I did about Rashad Jamal, and there were a few of his followers who kind of like made like sarcastic remarks about, he talking about you gotta build your power, and laugh my ass off, LMAF or whatever. They were talking this right here because they don't know anything about this. But they following somebody they don't even know. They don't even know who this guy is. They have no idea who this guy is. I am so serious. But we got to take our planet back. Number one. All right? The planet belongs to us. All over the world. That's why I'm talking to so many brothers and sisters. I mean, I want to reach as many brothers and sisters as possible. The planet belongs to us. This is our planet. They invaded. Now, like the sister said, they told us everything that we were doing. Our cultures was evil, and it was devilish and demonic and satanic. They use all these different words. But now, look at them. They told us we had brothers and sisters who were Gothic. Gothic was a culture. Gothic was us linking it to all types of dark energies and doing all kind of rituals, and we dressed that way in that type of attire. That was the attire that we dressed in, that we dressed with, and they told us that was evil and all this, but then they took something that belonged to us. They took our culture. They took the way we dress. They took everything from us. And now they dress like that, with the black lipstick and the black hair and all the black on. This is what we did, brothers and sisters. This is ours. So yes, they want to replace us because they want our planet. They want to be the owners of the planet. We own this planet. That's why it's important that you don't get caught up in their politics and all their religions and all the other garbage that they created, because it puts you in a state of hypnosis. It hypnotizes you. You can't see anything. You can't hear anything. So the whole key in this, brothers and sisters, is that we must understand that it's time to get our planet back. By every means necessary. Not by any means, by every means. Every level that you can think of, every means. It's time for us to get our planet back. I pass this on to you, and I'll catch you guys later. You know the deal. All power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.